Hello, my name is Madison Evans, and I'm choosing to do my informative speech on children with autism. The reason I want to do it on this is because ever since I was younger, my little cousin has been able to beat me at Mario. I never understood how a 2-year-old could beat me, who's been playing Mario my whole life at every game we ever played. And he got to the point where he could tell you so many facts about Mario, and that's all he would want to talk about. And he even had his friends at school started calling him by the name of Mario. So right before he entered kindergarten, my grandparents informed me that he was diagnosed with Asperger's. And then everything made sense as to why Mario seemed to be the only thing he could focus on. So I've been interested in autism for a long time, so that's why I'm doing my speech on it. And the autism spectrum disorder is a mental condition that's present at a young age, and it's distinguished by difficulties in social skills and abstract concepts. And there's the ASD, and classical autism is the highest form of it, while Asperger's is on the lower end of the scale. And there is distinguished by the children's social quirks, their communication skills, their repetitive behaviors, and their sensory skills. And the most extreme cases of this is ASD and classical autism, and the least extreme is Asperger's. Right now, there's no known causes because every child reacts to it completely differently. And right now, there's 1 in 70 boys is usually diagnosed with it. 0.9% of children is diagnosed with it. And boys are 4 times more likely to have an ASD than girls are. And their symptoms is handicapped social interactions. They don't talk very well to other people. They have issues making friends or talking and having conversations that are off the topics that they're comfortable with. And these signs aren't really apparent at a young age because most children, their social skills don't start forming until an older age, because when you're 2, you can't really tell how the child is interacting because all 2-year-olds they act so differently. So when they start turning 4 to 6, that's when it's usually easier to tell how they react around different kids. Some of the signs of this is poor eye contact, and say I was saying that I want a cookie, I would say Madison wants a cookie instead of referring to myself as I or me. And they have a lack of empathy. It's really hard for them to sympathize with you if they don't really understand what you're going through because they're so focused on their one topic that they like talking about. And just because these signs are present doesn't mean the kid has an ASD. And right now, there is not a specific test to prove this, but the doctors can look at their neurologicals, their cognitive symptoms, and their language, and they can test for these things. And this should be done by a doctor who knows a lot about an ASD. Otherwise, he can really easily confuse it with something such as ADD or ADHD. And right now, they'll look at their developmental milestones, they'll look at their habits and their behavioral patterns and their sensory skills. And from there, they'll decide if the child has an ASD or not. And if these signs are apparent but they have really good language skills, then that's usually when the kid is diagnosed with Asperger's. And right now, no causes have been proven, but it's believed that it's genetically inherited, but that has not been proven yet either. And there isn't a cure for it yet, but they think that therapy is the best thing because it can work on each child's individual needs instead of targeting just everything in general. Because every child's, their needs for helping them cure what they have is completely different, because some kid might need help with language more than anything, or another kid might need help with staying on a different topic, or maybe working on their classroom, their study skills. It's just so different that therapy can target each kid's individual needs instead of just throwing it all at them. And there is medicine that can be taken for their OCDs or the anxiety, but there's no medicine that can completely cure autism. And that's all I have for this. So I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about autism. Thank you.